Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to be working on another project for the camper. We have a pre-wired Furrion camera thing on the back of the camper. It has the power and it has a little case for the camera to sit in. Well, I actually bought a different camera because the reviews were better. This is the Haloview MC7108, and I've actually tested it out at the camper and it works really good, but it won't fit the mount that came with the camper. So this is the mount. So what I'm going to do is take the Furrion mount. This is actually just a cover that sits up onto the camera mount. It screws in with 4 screws. I'm going to actually attach this mount to it with 4 bolts. And then the camera will connect to it. This is the camera, by the way. And because of the way this is mounted, the antenna will not screw to the back of this camera properly. So I ordered this little 6-inch SMC antenna cable, communications cable, whatever. I guess it's for 2.4 gigahertz. And it's got a 90-degree elbow on it. It's made out of solid brass. This end has a straight male connector on the end that the antenna can screw down onto, but that gives me the clearance that I need, and I'll show you guys how I'm going to set this up to hopefully make it work really well. So I'm going to have to drill a couple holes in this, and then this will get screwed back up onto the camper, and then this right here, this is the power cable for the camera, and this is an adapter that I actually ordered from Haloview. They have one that converts it into a Furrion camera plug. The female version is actually on the camper. And it actually activates when you turn your running lights on your truck. So when you turn it off or you're disconnected, there's no power to the camera, so it doesn't drain your battery. So that's actually a good thing. But if you ever want to use this for security purposes, you're going to have to figure something else out. It's certainly doable, but not the way it comes from the factory. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to eyeball this, and then hopefully it will be pretty daggone close. Clamp on this. Oh, by the way, this is some of the screws that came with this separate mounting kit, and this is the mounting kit. Let's see if this will focus. It actually came with a mount and that adapter. Let me show that to you. So this is the mount that came with this boxed kit from Haloview, and I think this thing was like, I don't know, 10 bucks or something like that on Amazon. So anyway, the way this works is it actually goes onto the back of that mount like this, so that you can mount it directly onto the back of a camper or whatever, and it gives you a little bit of an offset. Yeah, I think it goes like that. If this doesn't work, we're going to revert to this, which means pulling that mount off the back of the camper that came with it, and then mounting this directly into the camper. Now this is supposed to meet up with the Furrion holes, the Furrion mount holes. But anyway, I just thought that this might be a cleaner look. You'll see what I'm talking about when we go out to the camper, and then I hook the rest of this up. Start with a little drill bit first. Got those 4 holes in there. Now we'll go to a bigger drill bit, one that will fit these screws. There we go. Perfect. All right, now I'm just going to drill a hole in the center here. I hope I hit the center. It's pretty close. It's close. See if it'll do it. Jeez whiz. That's a mess. Looks like there's a little bit of shiftage. Somewhere along the line, but that should be alright. Okay, so I wound up opening this hole up a little bit more with a grinding wheel on the drill because I wanted to be able to fit this rubber grommet through. I'm not going to be using the rubber grommet, but I don't want to take it off the wire. Because if this doesn't work and I have to go into the camper directly, I want to still be able to use this rubber grommet. So I open the hole up a little bit more. Hopefully this will fit through. Looks like it's going to. Alright, it does. Gotta come through there with that. This is going to come through here like that. I hope. It's going to sit just like that. Yeah, this is threading right into that plastic, which is good. Nice tight fit. Let's put another one down in this corner. Nice little lock nuts on that too. See, it has a little sun hood here, but it does have some movement. You can adjust this, but the camera also kind of rotates in that mount. This is going to be tilted down like this. So we're probably going to have to wind up doing this. Probably like about that. Somewhere in that neighborhood. But I just actually found a problem, I think. This hole, I may actually have to use this grommet. But I don't think it's going to work in this application because this needs to have some movement, and I can't just silicone the wire in there because I need a little bit of a drip loop down here, probably more than that. Because it's really tight in there. But anyway, this is the first step to this. I'm going to pick up when we go back to the camper, and I'll show you how it gets installed and the way it looks once it's on the camper. And it is March the 20th, and we were going to go on a little camping trip to test out the surge protector, but this weekend kind of went to crap as far as the weather goes, so we're not going to be doing that. And maybe next weekend we'll do it, and then I can go up Sunday, because Sunday looks pretty good this weekend, and maybe I can finish with this camera. And then we can actually use it while we're driving to the campsite. That would be pretty cool. There you go. This is the obviously this is the other end of the antenna wire. I'm going to drill a hole. This will go up into that housing, and then this other little nut here will tighten down on it. Put a little bit of silicone in there, and then the antenna will just screw right down onto that piece. So it actually looked like it was designed for this camera, I think. We shall see. All right, see you guys at the camper. Well, good afternoon again. We're up at the camper now. I'm going to go ahead and install the backup and observation camera on the camper. I'm going to try to film as much of it as I can, but it's going to be kind of hard because I'm going to be up on a ladder and drilling, and so I'm not going to have too many hands free. So let's get started. All right, so here's the Furrion camera mount, and we took the plate off of here and are using it as a mount on the camera here. So the plan is tuck those wires up, place this on there, make adjustments to the camera. Oh, and also the antenna there, we're going to drill a hole in the top here and then mount the antenna through it. And hopefully this will all work. It won't fall apart, fall off while we're driving down the road. Hopefully not. I don't think it's going to. But anyway, let's get this thing hooked up. use some of this ultra clear on the antenna. So, ran out of room on that SD card. But I want to show you guys what I did so far. So there's the antenna. Come on, focus. There's the antenna jack. So I've just got to mount the camera on there and hope for the best. I'll clean this up later with some goof off. Okay, we'll do a dry run. If everything works out, we'll take it apart, put silicone on it, and call it a day. Alright, so that's what it looks like mounted now. Go ahead and put the antenna on it. And then we'll go see how it looks in the truck. Okay, let's go check that out. Alright, here we go. Here's our monitor down here. Now, in order for this to work, we have to turn the running lights on. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's the back of the camper. The car is telling me the door is open. Now it's not. Looks like we got a good strong signal. Well, not strong. 2 bars. Down here, 1 bar. I don't know though. I guess that's alright. Can't really see the bumper of the camper. May want to go up a little bit with it. Let me go back there and adjust it. Okay, so I've run into a bit of a problem. There's just not enough adjustment on that mount. So this is the minimum that I can do if I switch over the slots. You can see it's kind of up in the air now. And I can see a lot behind the camper, but I can't see immediately near the bumpers and everything. I guess this is going to have to wait until we take this out into a campground or something, or on the road. But in the position it's in now, I can't use that sunscreen shroud on it either, so I don't know. Alright, I decided to stick with this view for now, and if I have to make any adjustments to it, I'm probably going to have to modify the other bracket to lift it up a little bit more. But I can see both edges of the camper. We tested that out. It just doesn't go back very far. That's the big concern, like driving down the road and stuff. I like to be able to see behind me a bit. So anyway, go show you what the camera looks like back there for now. And if I make any changes when we finally take this thing out camping, I'll be sure to show you guys. Alright, so there it is, the final product, at least for now. See, I just don't have enough articulation on these two joints here. It might look like I do, but that's just for this cover here, which doesn't do me a whole lot of good. But anyway, this is turned this way as much as it can be. I can go down this way more, which I don't want to do. But anyway, it's kind of what we're stuck with right now. That's if I use this. If I'd used that bracket that it came with and took this off, I actually would have had a lot more flexibility for sure. I just didn't want to remove this if I didn't have to. But in the end, I might have to do that, or take a grinder to the bracket and just like grind a little bit more out of it so I can just get a little bit more articulation out of it. Yeah, we'll see. Well, that's going to do it for the backup camera, observation camera modification to the camper. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the like button as well as subscribe. Also hit that gray little bell down in the lower right hand corner of the video so that you're notified of new videos as they come out. Thanks a lot, and our next video probably will be our first camping trip of the season. We're thinking about heading over to a campground that's close to our house, so we'll be filming that. We'll check out the surge guard, make sure that that works. That's really the main goal of this trip. Make sure that everything works the way it's supposed to, and get ready to open up the camping season. Thanks for watching.